Thank you very much. I would say in some ways, I really wish I didn't have to say anything right now, because everything that has been said is so incredibly rich. And it's also my job to make sure that I say at least a few things. One is, many people ask, how do you choose the art that gets the grants for the honoraria? People want to know what makes one valued over another. And that's the wrong question, because one is not valued over the other. It is, in fact, an incredibly challenging task to make those choices. And the choice ends up being about the collection of work, not about any one individual, but rather our desire to show you the best effort we can make of a kind of set of experiences, from very small and intimate to extremely participatory to grand and magnificent. And then we do everything we can to help the rest of the work make it to Playa. So for example, last year, we had approximately 80 pieces funded. We had over 300 pieces on Playa. So the artists that you've seen tonight, some are self-funded, some are honoraria artists. The community as a whole is making this experience that's so incredible. We have 60 honoraria artists. We have 60 registered self-funded artists. June is the deadline for self-funded artists. We're most certainly going to end up with more than 250 pieces of work on the Playa again. 377 artists applied for honoraria. 211 were invited for the full proposal. 60 were awarded. So while we asked the artists tonight to not actually ask you for money, but to ask you for your time or your energy or your resources of other types because we want you to engage, it is also true that many, many artists will need support financially to get to Playa. So when you go on our website, there will be link information for you to find those artists and to give when and how you can. And you can also always, of course, make contributions to Burning Man Project and help us to make honoraria grants. The most important thing about this evening was to give you just a feeling of who and what was going to come to the Playa. There's just no words, right? After you see just even 15 pieces and you realize that there will be more than 10 times that, more than 20 times that on the Playa, it's just kind of awe-inspiring and humbling. So the only other thing for me to do is to make myself available to you if you wanted to get to know me. I'm kim.cook@burningman.org. And to also acknowledge in the room the people from the Art and Civic Engagement team who have made this happen tonight. So if we could get a little bit of house lights, I'd like to ask Katie Hazard to stand, Tomas McCabe to stand, Crimson Rose to stand, Kimba Jorgensen to stand, Ben Stolting to stand, Maria Partridge to stand, Joe Machete to stand, Eli Peterson to stand, Christopher Breedlove to stand. And if I didn't call your name and you're a part of the team, please stand. I want to acknowledge a couple of things. One is there is also the Art Council, the Artery, the Fire Art Safety Team, the Art Support Services Team, and over 300 volunteers if you include Temple Guardians and Eyes on Art. So even from within Burning Man Project, the whole entire staff that brings the art to Playa is more than 350 people, which is just amazing. I also want to acknowledge that we have a new member of our team. Today is her first day. Her name is Kai Horton. I haven't even seen her, but I've been told that she's working really hard. So welcome, Kai. If you happen to meet her, she is the new administrative associate to support the arts and civic engagement, and she kind of dove in at the deep end today. Finally, I want to thank the rest of my colleagues and all of you for being here and say that I look forward to seeing you on the Playa, and thank you for coming.